Today's show, we're going to be doing something we've done a lot over the last 4 or 5 years. We're actually going up on the Susquehanna River with LD Guide Service and Lance Dunham. And every time we go up there, I can pretty much be guaranteed that we're going to be on the fish. Lance has a unique approach to working the river. We go in and we will jump from hole to hole. He fishes it consistently on a daily basis. He knows where these fish are in the spring, summer, fall, and even late fall going into the winter. And we always have a good time with him. We're going to be fishing with the Hubs Chubs today, which Steve Monteudis owns that company. And he's really done a lot of good things with these lures. They are topwater lures, but you're going to see how they work as well. With that being said, let's get started on some good fishing action. We're fishing these Hubs Chubs today on topwater. Steve Monteudis out around Pittsburgh actually makes these, and they're a really good bait. He's got all different sizes, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, and as you can see, they're a really good topwater bait. Got a nice little swivel on the back, and a bunch of different color variations, whatever your preference is. It's just a really good bait. Lance, how many fish you been catching on these Hubs Chubs?
Well, when we have an overcast day, we've been catching, this time of year, probably 60% of our catch has been on topwater.
Is that right?
It's been just phenomenal.
Nice little fish to start today, though. What do you think, Lance?
Yeah, he's probably 13 inches.
Yeah, 12, 13. Good fish. Yeah, we'll get him back in. What's that?
Good 5-year-old.
He's back down to the bottom. Well, as I was saying, we were using those Hubs Chubs this morning, and when you have a sunny sky, a deep blue sky like this, those fish don't like to come up and hit that topwater. So we switched to my old favorite, the jig worm with a little chartreuse on the tail. And we've been fishing with that for about, 10, 15 minutes, and I caught a catfish, a carp, finally hooked into a bass. I might have to let the fish on. Fish off, missed him.
You keep on straining all the fish out of the water.
I know, I keep straining them. I strain them. I tell you what, we're getting to the point now the water seems to be warming up a little bit, and the fish are looking like they're getting a little more active though, you know?
It'll come today. They'll get up. This cold front will stop bothering them in a few hours. They'll get acclimated.
Well, we'll be here when they do. Setting some teeth.
All right.
Nice little smallie.
Yep.
Come on in here, buddy. Nice little fish. Nice little fish, though. Getting a little bigger.
Yep, getting a little bigger.
Cool.
That was kind of fun.
The old jig worm with the chartreuse tail.
Yeah. That's a good old reliable.
Doing its job again, that's for sure. That's 4-0, Lance. I'll tell you what, I'm about ready to take a little break. Have a little sandwich. I'll give you a chance to catch up.
I sure appreciate that. I'm getting kind of lonely back here. "15-inch fish up here in the North Branch is about 7 to 8 years old. A lot of people don't know that. And we've been working pretty hard on trying to get people to know this. As you mentioned before, we were instrumental in getting the kill-all floats eliminated. It's now illegal to kill a smallmouth bass during a tournament, which is a shame, the way they did it. And we're working now. I don't know how successful we'll be, but we're working now towards a slot limit. Smallmouth bass, we have obviously a very large amount of smallmouth bass here in the river. And The 12s, 13s, 14-inch are going to have to be harvested somewhat, at least to the legal limit, to have enough food per mile for the 15s and better, the big breeders. So we're trying to work with the Fish Commission on establishing the slot limit, but the wheels sometimes work a little slow, much slower than you'd always like, but people are getting the hang of it. You got to let those old fish live, and that'll only improve the fishery.
The All Outdoors preferred vendor list is Duke Traps, America's best trap value. Excalibur Crossbows, world's best crossbow, guaranteed. Exmark, professional grade mowing equipment. Mansfield University Fisheries Program. Tinks 69, America's #1 buck lure. Thunder Valley Whitetails, the Max Feeders. Swarovski Optic, see the unseen. Medalist with Silvermax. Wells Cargo Trailers, Black Creek Enterprises, Leyland Taxidermy. Outdoor Edge Knives, Smithworks Outdoors, Summit Tree Stands. Hunter Safety System, Big Shot Targets, F&T Post. Pipeline Ridge, Thermacell, and the Original Muck Boot Company.
When you step into the woods, don't settle for second best. Experience Excalibur, the manufacturer of the original modern-day recurve crossbow. It works here because we engineered it here. Excalibur, fast, accurate, reliable. The world's best crossbows, guaranteed.
What was that? Shut up, scaredy dear.
I don't like it down here.
You should have thought of that before you tinkled on her carpet.
I was just tinkering around with the bottle.
I understand.
Do you really, buddy?
No! If you'd have kept your nose where it belonged, we might still be bounding through the forest.
Larry, that thing's a simply irresistible.
She's coming.
Is anybody down there?
No.
Oh, we're yard sale fodder for sure.
Tinks,
Oh my God.
simply irresistible.
Larry, I see dead people.
Being a professional fisheries biologist is the greatest thing in the world.
I decided to go on fisheries. There was a recruit that came to the high school, and he started talking about a fisheries program at Mansfield and how there was endless jobs out there.
People look at fisheries sometimes and they say, well, you can't major in that. Nobody can do that for a living. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can. Fish are cool.
Now, back to All Outdoors with Alan Probst. Brought to you by Medalist with Silvermax.
Well, we started off this morning, as you saw, we were fishing those hubs chubs, and the sun was really high. And when the sun gets high and there's no shade or a cloudy sky on the water, those fish aren't going to come up and hit those top water baits. So we had to change our tactics a little bit. I went to my trusty jig worm with the chartreuse tail, just a little 4-inch worm, and I started having success with that. Well, we got down the river and we got along this shale bank, and those overhanging pine trees still had shade on that water for about 4 to 6 feet that had not been hit by the sun yet. Lance goes to me, hey, why don't we try those hubs chubs again? And I think you're going to be impressed here with this lure as the fish were pounding the top water baits in that shade. Looks like a blue heron or something might have pecked him as a youngin'. Right there on the top dorsal fin.
Hey, he's missing a section.
Yeah, he's missing a little piece. Good healthy fish otherwise.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. No blemishes, no marks, fat.
Nice little fishy. I actually saw him take it. That's pretty cool when you can see him come up and take it. Did I give you a pair of these fish gill sunglasses?
No.
I never gave you a pair of those? Shane Hogenkamp, he's down around Altoona. He's a supplier to a lot of stores in Pennsylvania. He turned me on to those. He runs like Hogenkamp Outdoors. And man, it's like night and day with these glasses on, polarized.
Huh.
I'll have to give you a pair of them when we get back to the truck. I don't know. Do you have to wear a prescription?
Yeah, I've got to wear glasses.
All right. Well, maybe these will go over it. I'll let you check. But man, when you can see that fish come up and take it, that's an awesome thing.
I was wondering how you saw it.
I got Superman vision.
All right.
Well, that's nice and peaceful right here, isn't it, Lance?
Yes, it is. Beautiful in here.
Oh. This is one of my favorite fishes on the river right here. This hole.
The sun is out bright and strong, but along the side of this mountain there's great shade, and it hasn't been exposed to the sun yet. And these fish will still come up right on in the shade. Nice fish. That's on Hub Chub's new crayfish pattern. Oh, there he goes.
Nice fish, though.
That was a nice fish. That was like the first cast into there. They're waking up. They're waking up.
You know, I've talked over the last few weeks on the Medalist with Silver Max clothing and how the silver helps you while you're out in the field with smells and scents and things of that nature. But the one really neat thing about the system is actually the layering properties that it has. They have a base layer, a midweight layer, and a heavyweight layer. And we're going to go all over, you know, those different types of layers and the products that they have in that line. But the one thing that I like is that if it's a spring or it's a hot day, you can actually go out with base layer. If it's a little cooler, you actually add the midweight over the base layer. And if you get into a really northern situation where it's below zero, 10 below zero, 20 below zero, you have all three layers. You have the heavyweight all the way down to the base layer, and you actually have a whole system that's not only keeping you scent free, but it's also going to keep you warm. And the one thing when you're out there in nature, whether it be a hot time or a cold time, in order to hunt successfully, you need to hunt comfortably, and that's what Medalist Silverbacks does for me.
Black Creek Enterprises. Black Creek specializes in storage sheds and cabins of all types. They offer unlimited design and color choices for your convenience. Stop by blackcreekent.com today and browse the selections right on the web. Black Creek also specializes in that perfect getaway with a large selection of log cabins that can be built on site. Cabins available up to 24 by 36 feet, and all building materials used are premium quality. Be assured that you are getting the best from Black Creek. Black Creek Enterprises, your place for storage sheds and cabins in the PA Wilds. Are you looking for that taxidermist? Then look no further than Leyland's Taxidermy with award-winning taxidermist Chris Leyland, who has a hunter's eye for detail. That is what you get from Leyland's Taxidermy, an eye for detail. Concentration on the ears, nose, eyes, and the animal's form give that trophy a lifelike appearance that memories treasure. Whether it's turkey, deer, or your exotic, you will get only the best from Leyland's Taxidermy. Call today for a free consultation and brochure. Leyland's Taxidermy. See the difference an artist makes.
Whether this is your first experience hunting exotic game or you're a seasoned hunter, Pipeline Ridge will certainly become your destination for the ultimate in hunting adventures. Centrally located outside historic Muncie, PA, they offer guided hunts with the finest selection of trophy whitetails as well as a variety of exotic animals on their property. Stay at their lodge and enjoy world-class service with home-cooked meals for all. At Pipeline Ridge, the main goal is your satisfaction.
You don't need a physical job to get hurt on the job. In fact, many injuries that are eligible for workers' compensation happen in an office setting.
Carpal tunnel, hearing loss.
Asthma, heart attack.
There's a lot you may not know.
Are you eligible? Find out your rights. Call Krasno and Onwood Dinjo.
Founded by a former workers' compensation judge. Call today for a free consultation and get everything you deserve. Krasno and Onwood Dinjo.
When you need a workers' compensation attorney.
Now, back to All Outdoors with Alan Probst. Brought to you by Medalist with Silvermax.
You know, we always have a good time going with Lance, and Lance has been a very integral part of the fisheries over the last 10, 15 years on the upper Susquehanna River here in Pennsylvania. He was very instrumental in getting the tournaments in a no fish kill policy. Usually when the tournaments would go on, all the fish that they would catch during that day, they would have a big fry and kill all those fish. He's been instrumental working with the Pennsylvania Fish Commission and other chapters of fisheries in that region to instill a lot of bylaws and things of that nature which actually protect that fishery and give everyone that gets on that river a chance to catch a breeder fish. As you've seen, we fished with him 4 or 5 times. We're always catching nice fish. He's usually outdoing me on the size, but I've been getting him on the numbers recently. But we got some more good fishing action here, and they're still hitting the topwater baits, and I'm still whacking them with a jig.
Fish on. Another hub chubs.
Good. See you working, Lance.
These are working fine, these hub chubs. HC Bait Company. I have to watch myself though. They are really, really sharp hooks. Always safest to use the pliers. Very good.
Nice fish.
Nice little fish. That's
good looking fish.
2 casts, 2 fish. Let's see if this will continue. I like it. And usually when I get to the outside of the shade into the sun, I just reel it in. Of course, we got to get the veggies off. The fish will bite. They'll bite on plastic, steel, lead, fur, and feather. But you put a piece of vegetation on that thing and they won't even touch it. There we go. All right. Let me show you this lure. It's got the prop on the back. It's great for a buzz bait. This is the crayfish pattern. He's got the notches in the side, spits water. The front end is turned up so you can walk the dog. And it's got BBs in it to attract the fish. Everything you want a topwater surface lure to do. One nice little complete package. I like the 3-inch for the smallmouth here.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. You want me to net it?
We'll lip it. We'll lip it. Come right down here.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
He gets off, he gets off. We've had our fun with him.
Oh yeah, that's a real nice one.
Slide a hand down on the line. All right. Okay, we get our thumb in there so we control him. It's better for him and me. Take the pressure off the line so we can, I'm not fighting myself, get the hook out.
About 16-inch fish.
Yeah, that's a very nice fish.
Nice fish.
Nice pre-spawn. Just carefully take these out the way they went in. You don't want to rip his lips, you just take them straight out. There we go. Beautiful colors. Look at the color and the print on him. That's very nice. Okay.
Good boy, Lance.
All right, thank you, darling. Good deal.
Hubs
Good
Chub.
deal. Hubs Chubs are working today. Hubs are working today. Good deal. Okay.
Hey, Alan Probst here for the Thunder Valley Whitetails Unimax feeder. If you have wildlife on your property or some animals around your home, or maybe you even live in a state where baiting game is legal, I would highly recommend the Thunder Valley Whitetails Unimax feeder. It's made from a hard composite material and it will hold up to 50 pounds of feed and also has an adjustable baffle for flow control. Check their feeders out today at thundervalleywhitetails.com. The Unimax feeder, the official feeder for all outdoors with Alan Probst.
Dad, didn't Mom say we had to cut the grass before we go hunting?
Don't worry, son. We'll make short order of that. Hi, I'm Bill Jordan, founder of Real Tree. My life is all about family, friends, and the outdoors. If I spent all weekend cutting grass, I'd never get a chance to go hunting. Thanks to my Exmark mower, I can cut 2 acres of grass in under an hour, get a professional cut, and more time outdoors. Trust Exmark. I do. The best mower is the most reliable service through a dealer near you.
With the human population expanding more and more into rural areas every day, animal control has become a growing concern for many of today's homeowners. If you are looking for a simple and inexpensive method for your animal control needs, Duke Traps offers the ultimate variety in live catch cage traps. All cage trap models are constructed to provide for exceptional durability with no harm ever occurring to the animals that are caught. With the largest and most complete product line of game traps in the world, Duke Traps is America's best trap value.
Now, back to All Outdoors with Alan Probst, brought to you by Medalist with Silvermax.
Lots of times when you let them jump, that's when they spit it. Well, he's no monster, but he thought he was big.
The Hubs Chub.
They're the Hubs Chub, right?
Pete Montiutis coming through again.
Best topwater lure I've found. Very nice fishing. Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Steve puts out a good product.
Yes, he does. And he's improved it over the old mold back in the, oh my goodness, this lure is almost 50 years old.
Yeah.
And it's been rebuilt. I don't know why nobody has revived it before now. But Steve came on, oh, I would say what, maybe no more than a year and a half ago?
Yeah, 2 years maybe, if that.
There we go. Thank you, fish. Very nice.
He's got a bunch of different patterns though, I know that.
Oh, he's got 10 different colors. 10 different colors, 2 different sizes. We showed this to you a little while ago. And I think this is my new favorite color, this crayfish job here. And we've caught, oh gosh, I've caught a lot of fish on it today. And the paint on here is really good because it's not even starting to chip or anything like that. You can tell the sun is coming out a little bit farther. I don't hardly have any shade left back there.
Nice little fishy.
Oh yeah. Good 16-inch fish.
Not bad.
not bad at all.
Come on in here, buddy. Here, let me get a hold of you. Nice fish. Nice little fish.
Very nice.
Get him back in.
Good, healthy, fat fish.
Go get him, buddy. Not too shabby. You'll catch quite a few on this.
Oh, yeah.
On the tube jig. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show today. I always enjoy getting up there with Lance, and as you can see, we're catching a lot of fish, and we're catching a lot of fish on a lot of different techniques, and he's going to let you know what's working at that time of year. You would go with him, and if you're ever looking for a nice half day, full day, or even an evening charter, I would highly recommend you give Lance a call here at ldguideservice.com and check his available dates and give him a call, and he'll be more than happy to help you out. Once again, I hope you enjoyed the show. Remember to never take from nature, just take what nature gives you. And we'll see you next time on All Outdoors.